Hello. I'm here today to share with you how to stop hitting the wall over and over and over again. You know how you're going through life or you're going through business and everything's moving along smoothly, and then all of a sudden, bam, you hit a challenge. And it's likely a challenge that you hit over and over and over again, whether that be in the way your office runs, whether it be the way you interact with clients, whether it be your inbox, your physical space. Over and over and over again, you hit this block, right? So what I want to talk to you today about is that you have the opportunity to change that. If you continuously find something in your space, in your business, in your environment that you're frustrated about, that you're sick of, that you don't want to deal with anymore, that feels like something you just can't quite get past, you have an opportunity on your hands, right? So what I want you to think about is that I love the expression and the saying that if you do the same thing again, over and over again, expecting different results, that's the definition of insanity. That if everything is staying the same and you're just going through the motions and hoping that things are going to be different, whether it's something be more organized, something go through smoothly, something not be difficult for you or frustrating for you or stressful for you, and it happens over and over and over again, that's just it's a waste of hoping, right? Because there's nothing outside of yourself that's going to change your environment and your business and your situation. You are the one with the power to say, this is a challenge and I'm going to turn it into an opportunity. I'm going to make this work for me. So I want to give you an example. When we first moved to the house that we live in, we've been here probably about 3 years now, maybe going on 3.5 years. And when we moved here, we were getting a lot of mail. We had a lot of family tragedies and situations we were dealing with. So we had like an abundance of mail that needed to be dealt with. And every week, I also was sick and our kids had special needs. Like we were dealing with a lot of things all at the same time, not to mention moving. And so mail would just pile up, right? And it would get to the point where it was like feet deep, okay? Like I'm running my business, I'm running everything, but I just couldn't keep up with this mail. It was always piling up. And we also didn't yet have the effective filing system that we needed to, like, things I was done dealing with move into that for just general things, not for the specialized things dealing with the tragedies. And so I was just like, trying to keep up with everything. And eventually I realized that every week I would dig through this pile and deal with all of it. And then I'd be like, okay, gosh, I caught up with it good. Like next week will be different. Over and over and over again every week, it was a giant pile. And I realized that what I needed to do was shift the process of how I was dealing with mail. Okay? And this may sound rudimentary, but I'm trying to illuminate. I want you to think about what is an analogy in your business and life that you feel like this, okay? So every single week, for weeks, probably for a year, maybe more, this was the pattern. It would pile up. I would be stressed out. Every day my stress would grow because I'm looking at it on the kitchen desk every single day. Okay, then I would deal with all of it, and then it would grow again. And I would deal with all of it, always hoping that somehow I was going to magically have time, energy, space to deal with this a little bit more regularly, and it didn't happen. And so and things that needed action, like I had separate piles, but then the kids would get them mixed up. It was just a nightmare, okay? And so what I did is I was like, one day it dawned on me, why do I keep doing the same thing expecting a different result? That's not the way this works. It's not the way the world works, right? And so I was like, okay, I got to shift something. So I got 2 hanging baskets that like go on the wall that you put files into. I installed a whiteboard that's magnetic that I post things on that are actions that I need to take. The hanging basket is for things that need to be filed because we've moved our files upstairs. They're not in the kitchen. Our files are upstairs, and so it needed a place once I dealt with it to sit until I was going to take it upstairs once a week. And there were some things I just needed for handy reference, and that was able to go vertical also. So I was able to use some of the vertical space in our kitchen to actually eliminate the growing pile on the desk. Now, do we get stacks of mail sometimes? Yes, we still get stacks of mail sometimes, but it's not a mountain that's a foot or two or more tall every single week, right? Like, I'm able to keep up with it, often even on a daily basis, because I have places to put things after they've been dealt with. I have my action zone, I have my to be filed zone, I have my reference zone, and then I have things that actively need to be maybe still gone through that are sit on the desk temporarily, right? And so that is kind of, I want you to think about your life and business in that way. What are you doing? What are you chugging along and just keep hitting this wall? Is it in delegating and communicating with your team? Is it in managing your inbox? Is it in managing your to-do list or doing project plans? Is it that you do a launch but you don't do the final follow-through to really get the benefits of it? What needs to shift in your process to get you the result that you want? Because doing the same thing you've been doing is not going to get you a different result. Maybe it's your marketing. Maybe you're not getting the results you want in your marketing. You can't just keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. It's time for change. So feel free to comment below with an example of something in your life that you have shifted, or something that you'd like to shift. This is a safe space. I don't deal with haters. So it's a safe space of environment and of love. So feel free to comment below with something that you would like to see shift in your business, and I'd even be happy to brainstorm with you in the comments. If this speaks to you, I invite you to download my free checklist from my website, 33 Systems Every Small Business Must Have to Be Successful, and that's at fullspectrumproductivity.com. I hope that blesses you a lot. I hope you have a delightful week. I know we have a little bout of warm weather here, so if you are also experiencing a little bout of warm weather, I hope you enjoy it, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.